For the Inland Empire this morning, we'll have clear skies with sunshine through the day, high 90. The Desert City's a clear morning and sunny afternoon, high 104. I'm meteorologist Jim Rinaldi for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio Key 1490 AM. We have a lot of things going on. There's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like, okay, today is, obviously, well, it's cloudy here. I don't know how it is there. We got Jess over there. Jess, what's going on?
Good morning. Yes, it is a bright, shiny day today. It feels pretty nice. I believe it's going to be kind of warm today, though.
I think we should focus. I'm glad you said that. I think we should focus on all good stuff. But I kind of got to get this out of the way, Jess. I'm a little confused on this. And I think, I've seen stories all over the place. And again, I know it's a morning show, people. I know that. But I go, okay, okay, maybe you should say your story, and then if, depending on how the story goes, maybe I'll say or not say the story, which I just saw at our friends over at ABC 7 LA. Okay, because I follow Instagram. Okay, and there's a couple stories you go, oh, okay, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I mean, I've got several stories that all light up right now. And someone say, no, how dare you? And I go, okay, that makes sense. I think, yeah, I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. Okay, Jess, what's the story that we could share that people go, okay?
Here, I'll give you one that's kind of, should common phrases be trademarked?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Common phrases... Well, what happens when you say it? Do you have to pay someone? Do you have to be like, oh, hey, or, do comedians go, I thought I said that? Or, like, at what point do you say, hey, by the way, oh, you have to add a TM to that. But you can't do it because I have that. Because I remember they were doing that with Twitter stuff, and they were like, oh, I trademarked that. And you're like, okay, what does that mean? So what's the saying, Jess?
I'll tell you in a minute. But, so Taco Bell is fighting another company for them to get rid of this trademark. Taco Tuesday. I was not aware it was trademarked in 1989.
Excuse me? We've been using that ever since. How many? I thought, is that like, right? Like everybody, I guarantee people have said, hey, Taco Tuesday. Who knew? Someone came up with it. Wait. So I have a question. Oh, they're getting a little like, they're getting petty, Jess. They're getting petty. We are living in the age of petty. I guarantee it. We have petty stuff going on. Okay, Jess, go ahead. So Taco Tuesday, if I say it or I post it or I do, you know how many graphics have, how many restaurants have done that other than, okay, who's the one fighting who? Help me with that.
So Taco Bell is kind of like waging war with a company called Taco John. I think their company is based in Wyoming.
I don't remember Taco Bell like Taco Tuesday. I thought it was more like wasn't it just like a hashtag or something? Are they trademarking hashtags now?
I don't know, but Taco Bell wants it to be for everybody because that's such a common phrase. Like, how could you what?
Wait. Okay. Hold up. When you fight, well, I'm sorry. When you're saying they're going to like, okay, who is saying they need to trademark it, and who is kind of like, no, we've used that for a while. If anyone should, we should. Who's fighting that? Because I get that.
So Taco John, they have about 400 locations in 23 states. They trademarked Taco Tuesday in 1989.
Oh, they did.
Yes. I see a lot of restaurants with Taco Tuesdays like signs all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it was a hashtag thing. It was a hashtag on Twitter. Who knew? Is Twitter gonna get sued? Are we gonna get sued for having posted that? That was. And how many are gonna be? Okay. So I have a question. So I have so many questions on this, and it's very simple. So can you read the story verbatim? Because I have a question on the story. Do I need to look it up?
You can. Here, let me read this from it's from NPR, this article that I'm reading. So, Taco John, which has about 400 locations in 23 states, like I said earlier, they trademarked Taco Tuesday in 1939. Now, Taco Bell argues that it should be able to get in on the using the popular phrase as well. I've seen a bunch of restaurants use it. I haven't seen Taco Bell use it,
Yeah.
but it filed a petition with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on Tuesday to ask for the trademark to be reversed, since it's such a common phrase.
Right, which it is. Okay. Okay. So, all right.
It's just weird that like I'm finding out all these things that you can trademark. It's absolutely stupid.
No, I get it. Yeah, well, yeah, you know what? Thank you for saying that. Thank you, because now I will say this. I will say this. Um, Taco Bell huge, right? Obviously, we all know Taco Bell. Taco John, first time I ever heard it. Not sure what John has to do with taco, but again, he has a lot of places, right? So I get legal, right? I talk about that all the time. We're talking about that with all kinds of things. I get kind of like, okay, I did this, but then I would be like, well, who hands these out? That's number one. And number two, Taco Bell trademarks a lot of stuff, right? Okay, kind of like, and I hate to say this, but I mean, they dropped the ball. When Disney dropped the ball with Winnie the Pooh, the person was like just waiting for that to go, did it, right? The legal team over at Disney were like, what happened? They dropped the ball. Oh, well, too bad, so sad. Boom. There's a lot of websites that are taken, and then if it gets like not if you have your eye on a you could like if Taco Bell dropped the ball on that, right, and they didn't pay for the registration and it lapsed, you can get tacobell.com and then they have to pay you to get it back. So the question I have is Taco John smart for saying, well, yeah, you have big bucks, you want to use that, you got to pay us. You get it? Like, because, Taco Bell's like, we have marketing, and then someone called it out, I guarantee it. Somebody over at Taco John, or John, or maybe is he married? He may be married, Jess. Let's say his lady says, oh, I just saw a trademark. How dare they? You know what I mean? And then because trademarks are a thing, like what's trademark? John, I'm sorry, I'm calling you John now. I'm so sorry. What's a trademark that people go, oh, I could get sued for that? Magical Kingdom, is that a trade? Because they use the TM at the end, but usually it's in the biz name. So I would challenge Taco John to say, okay, how do you use that all the time? And when people use it, do they understand? Like, okay, Coca-Cola, that's a trademark, but everybody understands that. That's why nobody else can use it. Pepsi cannot use it, but Pepsi trademarked their name. Does that make sense? So that is known all over the world. So I'd say, who in the world, A, knows you, Taco John, and B, I mean, they have a lot of locations, obviously, people. Where are they mainly located? Because I have a feeling that's a little of the story. Because I think they just want money. That's all it is.
They're based in Wyoming.
All right, Wyoming people, I get it.
I have no comment, but I'm not gonna say. I'm looking at their menu. It actually looks pretty good. I'm getting kind of hungry now. I want some tacos. I know it's not Tuesday, but I don't care.
All right. Okay. Some would say Taco Bell is wrong because they're going at everyone who has the trademark. Because evidently, Taco John, I say, that depends. If he needs money, everybody needs money. I told you people are going to go weird. Okay, so let's say he has money, right? Because he's got a lot of, and I'm all for biz. I don't say do this because this is dumb. But now everybody knows about Taco John, right? Including us. And so if I were in Wyoming, I'd be like, oh, Taco John, that's what it is. Do I want to go there? But in a way, Taco Bell, you've trademarked a lot of stuff because the story also says their petition against Gregory Hotel Incorporated, which holds a trademark for the phrase in New Jersey. Taco John missed that in New Jersey. So he doesn't have that in New Jersey. But they're like, okay, we want to do that, but we don't have to pay you to use that, right? Because someone's smart over there. They're going, hey, by the way, you know, we use words all the time. Is this going to be a problem? I don't know, right? But you go, again, Taco, like, I'm not going to lie. I love Taco Bell. I actually have a carton here because I actually ate it recently. I love Taco Bell. But, yeah, I got so many questions. Because Taco Bell has trademarks all the time, right? Like they're, what is that? Oh, man, they got this good thing. It's the French fries with nacho dip. It kind of went a little weird, but they brought it back for a limited time. Or for, yeah. But I guess I have a question on that. But Jess, I don't know. Get me off this. What? Oh, this is what Taco Bell said. But again, I see Taco Bell doing this if one of these other places used something that they have trained. So I would challenge that. Taco Bell, are you ready to, in essence, you know, if I use your trademark, you're all right with that because you're going at. So I would hold them to this. But Taco Bell is saying in a stand because right now they look good. But remember, sometimes corporate can look good for a little, not a lot. It says, this is according to Taco Bell. Taco Bell seeks no damages. It simply seeks reason and common sense. Wait, damages? What's going on there?
I have no idea. They'll probably just put that in there. So like, we don't want money. We just want, you know, Taco Tuesday to be for everyone. Since it's such a common phrase, everyone uses it in their household. Lord knows I do. And then, yeah, that means I see I know Del Taco. Well, I'm not gonna say which restaurant, but yeah, no, they have a taco night or something like that. Maybe it's taco night.
Be careful how you use that. We get sued, Jess.
Oh,
Okay, this is what the CEO, all right, over at Taco John said. Okay, he said, I'd like to thank our worthy competitors. Dude, you're Taco John. No one knows you. I've never seen you ad. Who are you? Wait, when people are like, dude, it rocks. Okay, I get it. If you know Taco John and you've had it, let us know. He said, I'd like to thank our worthy competitors at Taco Bell for reminding everyone that Taco Tuesday is best celebrated at Taco John's. That's what he said. Then he said, when it comes right down to it, we're lovers, not fighters at Taco John's. But when a big, bad bully threatens to take away the mark our forefathers originated so many decades ago, what's he talking about? Jess, does he mean the trademark? And what do you mean your forefathers? Like how you said 1989, that wasn't that long ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, does he mean that's does he go in Constitution? Because I get people go that way and they go, how dare you? But he just wants to get money, Jess. So how is he calling Taco Bell? I got so many questions. Did Taco Bell do the right thing? Go, okay, we're going to do a preliminary. Kind of like names of shows. You know how many shows are named the same thing, right? And then there's like spin-offs of other shows that kind of have the name but don't. You know, they don't get sued, do they? No, they don't get sued. He says, well, that just rings hollow to us. That's what Taco John CEO says. If living mas, dude, this guy, he should just shut up. People like there are a lot of people going, excuse me. Remember the little dog? What did the little dog used to say?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Yeah. See, Jess could say it. I you know, people are just letting me bored. It says, if living mas means filling the pockets of Taco Bell's army of lawyers, we're not interested. Huh? If you're the one with the trade, oh, I get it, because they're saying, dude, we want to get rid of that trademark. It's dumb. Everybody uses it, like, and it's true. It is. So, I don't know who. People are getting petty, Jess. People are getting petty. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna get petty too. I'm gonna trademark Whiskey Wednesday. Boom. Wait,
that actually works, Jess. And then you can make a kid. But see, I want to put your name. I would have someone else. That way they could go to court for you every time it's used. Say, oh, you need to pay me, because that's how a trademark works. Okay. Copyright a little different, but trademark, whenever they you know. So if anything, this guy could go, yeah, you can use it. You just have to pay. And they go, okay. So maybe they don't want to pay. Maybe that's. But then I go, every single like I'll give you an example. One time we posted something and they had a attorney us up, and I said, okay, I have no money, and they said, oh, and they let it drop. But it was social. So I took down, you know, and I said, okay, no problem. But I said, look, it's independent. I do independent. You know, you can't go at us over at, you know, and people know that, you know. I'm not a millionaire, but if I were a millionaire, they would. You get it? So it's almost good to not be a millionaire. Is my point. So there you go. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's go to let's I got so many questions, Jess. Let's go to a break. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Here's to your health with Joshua Lane. Ideas you can use to be healthy and stay healthy. The current thinking about beauty, fitness, and longevity. Every Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Wellness talk you can use. Here's to your health with Joshua Lane on KMET, naturally.
Don't let insurance companies make decisions for you. Go to Pass Auto Center in Banning, your one-stop repair facility with full collision repair, auto maintenance, service, and an authorized smog center. You'll also find a full-service used car lot to fit every budget with the right vehicle for you. Trade-ins are accepted and they pay cash for your car. Pass Auto Center at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4LAW. That's 1-800-616-4LAW.
Join West Coast Business Review with Daryl McCants each Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock p.m. Daryl focuses on successful businesses from California's southern border to Canada, including the great border states of Arizona and Nevada. Every week, Daryl provides in-depth discussions and interviews with prominent leaders and innovators that makes all of our lives better and more productive. West Coast Business Review with Daryl McCants, Wednesdays at 4 o'clock p.m. right here on Smart Talk Radio.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control, and in many cases, get the breathing room you need. Garnished wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call the Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
All right, so I have a question again. The morning show here on ABC News Radio, KBT 1490 AM. I said we live in petty. I think Jess, I'm looking at certain headlines. I'm just gonna read it. Like, I'm not gonna go into them, okay? But I'm gonna say, like, how do I say it without saying okay? This could be a thing, but and I go, okay, there's more to the story. I get it. But here's some headlines, okay, over at our friends at ABC, all right? And you can go abcnews.go.com. I don't know why they use the go, I'm not going to lie. But here's, okay. Okay, I'll go to one. Pretty obvious. Russia orders arrest of 2 men who criticized war. Okay? You know what I mean, Jess? Like.
I just want to throw my 2 cents in here. I can guarantee you, if we were in Russia, we'd be thrown in the gulag right now. Yeah. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you got it. So, like, Russia, you got big things, right? So somebody criticizes war, and you go, oh, lock them up. Like, you get where I'm going? People are getting petty. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. I get that. That's where I go. You know, we have it good here, Jess. because we can say anything, but we don't get locked up, right? We don't. We say I disagree with war, right? We don't get locked up here. You know, we're not that petty. We could get petty. We could get petty, Jess. We could, but we're not that petty, right?
Get so petty when people call us Tom. Yeehaw. No. You'd be surprised how petty people can be.
Yeah. So. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna throw up a graphic. I didn't say I was gonna say it, but here, let me get it so that they look like normal, because I got them a little like, because for all I know, they you know, somebody may be like, dude, that's not us. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you petty? Yes, I am. Imagine, yeah. So they go, yes, I am, in front of everyone. So these two, all right, are in essence, I'll read the article. That way no one gets confused. A Moscow court has ordered the arrest of Alexander Rodnyansky and theater director Ivan Vurapav for spreading what they call false information about the army, all right, which happens to be Russia. Not us here in the States, okay? So that's number one, all right? It says the court hearings against, you know, the ones that you see on the video were held on April 27th, but not reported by the court till Wednesday. Okay, I don't know what that means. It says, according to the court's press service, these are outside. Hold on. Wait. According to the court's press service, Rodnansky and Veripov, who are outside Russia, will be placed in custody once Russia authorities manage to detain them or to get them extradited. Russia's Interior Ministry. Oh wow, they have a federal wanted list. Who knew? They do federal like we do. Who did federal first, Jess? Can we sue? Can we trademark that? We came up with it. How dare you? You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. Let's. We can sue over anything. Let's do it.
Yeah. You know. So it says Kiev born. Oh, there it is, Jess. There it is. Kiev. His hometown, Ukraine, Kiev, right? That's where he's from. Now, this person, Rodansky, and again, I don't know these guys. No clue. I don't know what movies they did. I don't know if we should watch. I have no idea. Do we support him? I say, bring it to America. We will watch it. Has been among the most influential figures in Russia cinema in recent decades. Oh, okay. He left Russia after the start of the country's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. So he was in Russia. He said, no, I'm going. Bye-bye, right? And that makes sense. That's when it happened, right? And everyone knows, even though Russia said, oh, wow. They said that about them. But Ukraine is the one that are having, remember we said it, their grandmas are picking up guns to try to protect themselves against tanks. Do you remember that, Jess?
I do remember that. That was a crazy story.
Yeah. So, and that was them getting ready. Remember, we were watching, thank God for YouTube, because a lot of places were not covering it. Some were, but yeah. So now, okay. So they spoke out against the war. Obviously, he left. He said because it was an invasion. In October 2022, Russia, the Justice Ministry declared Rodnensky a foreign agent. Was he a spy? What does that mean, Jess? Popular playwright, director, and actor Veripov has been living and working in Warsaw for several years and has also spoken in opposition to the Russia invasion of Ukraine. Okay, that makes sense. A lot of people have done that. There are a lot of Russia people that are not happy about it. They go and then go do a YouTube search on it. It's all there. And guys in black take them away for holding up a little sign. You do a protest here, they don't take you away. You get you get really bad. That's one thing. Oh, by the way, Jess, guess what? If you do something like that and you go to jail, I didn't even know this. Bails are going down to $0. So.
All right, that sounds great to me. Wait, I don't want to risk it, but yeah, go ahead.
He's like, wait, what's the charge? Okay, so well, misdemeanor. Misdemeanor sounds like nothing. I'll go to something else, right? Here is something I found online, but technically this is the law offices of Brandon White, who happens to be in Arizona. They have laws that are a little tougher, not gonna lie. Okay. So they say in Arizona, okay, because people go, well, what is a first-degree misdemeanor, right? Which they say is the most serious form of a misdemeanor. It can cost you up to 6 months in jail, and fines for a first offense. So they fine you, okay? But go up against the judge. They go, okay, bail set at. I always say sometimes the bail's all over the place. Sometimes you get a judge who's like really upset, right? So I say, be nice, be courteous, yeah. So it says first degree misdemeanor crimes. This is like the worst of the worst, right? So anything underneath is pretty much. I'll go at the very least, right? What some consider, but if you get hurt, right, or you get run over, or your mother, she was walking, and the car went out of control. Street racing, okay, that's considered a misdemeanor. But I guess if they hit your ma, Jess, like in Riverside or San Bernardino, technically, does that? See, it's all about how you code it. What if they code it wrong? You get where I'm going with this? So then, okay, shoplifting, I get that. So there's gonna be a lot of shoplifters. What? I get out of $0. Awesome. Disorderly conduct, I get that one. What terms is disorderly conduct, right, Jess? There's a lot of homeless people that are always disorderly. Some are naked on the street in Beverly Hills. We reported that. Resisting, I get that. Resisting, they run, right? All those people that run on highways, would that be resist? That's a misdemeanor. And DUIs, I get that. DUI doesn't mean they killed anyone yet. So $0 to now. I will say, according to people in Arizona, they have fines. Here they go, fines maybe as high as $750, but they don't have $0. Let's see. Oh, if they get it down to like a third-degree misdemeanor, got it. It's a $500 fine. Oh, but these are fines. What about bail? What is bail usually said? I don't know. Now it says, that it happened during the pandemic, because they said they're returning to pandemic. I didn't even know this was it. No wonder there's so much crime, Jess. So I'm going to go to another story really quick. And this story is one that I go, yeah, you guys went a little literal when they said, now I get it. Police were doing all kinds of things. But it says here, SoCal City, and go to ABC, man. You see people doing all kinds of weird things. It says SoCal City makes a U-turn on plans to cut cops after high-profile incidents. You know how many, and I don't know what high-profile means, Jess, but there's people going into, remember the ones that banged up the store with what is that? You call it purge, right? Well, what is that, Jess? Would they go in and they take, right? They go Home Depot or a hardware store. It's a sledgehammer. They get a sledgehammer and they go at the window or remember that? They get locked up. Hey, it's a misdemeanor. I just told a little something. It's called shoplifting. Yeah, but you hurt somebody. Yeah, but I just shoplifted. According to that, that's a misdemeanor. All right, so I want the $0 bail. We have that? Yeah. Oh, we have that. Okay, you're a $0 bail. That still means you have to show up. It doesn't mean you're But 6 months in jail, I say, that's it? What if they hurt someone, Jess? I get attorneys, man. We should have been attorneys, Jess. I think we could have made a killing. Right? I guarantee bankruptcy attorneys are going to go next level. Do we have a bankruptcy attorney that we know? We need to get a bankruptcy attorney because there's a lot of people going, I need to make money. And there's no way I can make money because I have no money to give. You know how many places are going to close down, Jess? All right. So the question I have, Jess, is what happens? I got so many questions, Jess.
Right? How many minor infractions can I do before they start giving me bail? But yeah, people are always going to press the limit on this one.
Yeah,
I
don't know. I think they went weird up north when they reduced. I think, and you said it, and that's why there were a lot of shoplifters all of a sudden going in, and they did under a certain dollar amount. I don't think even people knew this. Under a certain dollar amount, they didn't get a lot of time. They got a little time. So like, whatever, as long as they get under like, what was it, $800 or something like that? Like,
Or $900. You know what? Criminals, they know the law.
yeah, okay. Oh, not put that back. That's 901. Oh, got it. Okay. Is that 900? It's like, did they watch Prices Right? Because these prices have gone up. So I don't know. I don't know, Jess. I don't know what to do with this, but yeah, we got to take a break. All right, well, we'll be back with more right after this. I don't know what to do.
Everyone, this is Bernadette, the host of One Life Radio, your number one source for alternative and holistic health since 2011. One Life Radio is designed to educate and inspire. Visit us at oneliferadio.com because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Tune in weekdays at 1 p.m. on 1490 KMET Smart Talk, ABC News Radio.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
It's time once again to tell you about a great local event. It's the 15th annual Cherry Festival Car and Bike Show on May 27th, with proceeds benefiting Carol's Kitchen, the local food bank, and they need our help. It's going to be held at Stewart Park on the corner of 10th Street and Orange on May 27th. Fun for young and old, and it's free to the public. Registration is open to all vehicles and any year. You can get your registration form from many local businesses, including O'Reilly Auto Parts and Intercity Auto in Beaumont and Truck Works in Banning. For more information about entering your vehicle or being a vendor, go to BeaumontCherryFestival.org or call 951-906-9577 or 760-835-6530. This is a family-friendly and rain or shine event. So that's the 15th annual Cherry Festival Car and Bike Show benefiting Carol's Kitchen on May 27th. We'll see you at the show.
Summer's almost here, and you know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems is the one for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
That's right. It's the morning show here on AC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you. I will say this. Yesterday, I did something. I'm not going to lie, Jess. I'm kind of like, do I leave it or do I not? And I will say this, okay? People are going to make a lot of money with chatbot. That's all I'm going to say. All right? That's what I'm going to say. But I did a broadcast yesterday after the show. Sometimes I do that. And some stay on, some just, but I did something, and there was a story that we left off with. And then I said, let's see what chatbot says about it. And then it does, you put a link in, and even though it says it doesn't search the internet, it does, because it knew exactly what the link was about. And then I said, can you do maybe a post, for LinkedIn? Maybe I'll post that. Then I said, and then I said, interesting. So I said, okay, this is how alive it is, how quick it is. I said, can you do a story on it? and then all of a sudden I came up with like a storyline with that article in mind, Jess. You can make a lot of money with this. Now, I will say this. I took it all the way. Okay, Jess. I made, and I didn't even know this. I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense. I said, can you make a film? At first I did short story, and then I know our AI team were going. Should we put this out there? I don't know. Talk to legal. Let's trademark that. Yeah. Okay, we're good, Jess. We're good. Okay, Jess, what's going on in the world?
Okay, so I'm actually excited for this one. This is actually a movie that's coming out this weekend, and I got the correct date. I seriously thought it was June already.
Okay, what is it, Jess? I know, seriously. Well, you know what? I was with you when you said Transformers was out. I was like, yeah, and then you said, oh, that's next month. I go, oh. All right, go ahead, Jess.
Yeah, I think in 2 days, 1 day, depending on where you are, Fast X is going to get released. Number 10.
Yes. Well, they've had because they're releasing a lot of them, right? Wait, so why are you excited about this?
I like the Fast and the Furious movie, so I'm not gonna lie, that's just dumb fun. But when Vin Diesel was talking about the movie, he kind of let it slip that they were going to extend the finale into a trilogy.
Yeah, like 13, right? I thought they were done at at what point do we go past right? Lethal Weapon. I think they were done at what was it? 4 or was it? It was 4, right? They started at 4, or did they do something after that? I remember they brought in that's when they introduced Jet Li, right? And people were like, why another one, right? And now we live in the age of can you do beyond 10? I think he's breaking a record. I don't think anyone in movie cinema, so I say, which I'm not gonna lie, they have brought in, big people. They go a little big on that stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I like it, but I did not know that. I mean, at what point? I think 7 was already go, okay, come on, a little much. But you are right, Jess. You are right. It has spawned other series. So I say, if anything, he's a smart guy. But have you ever done research on Vin?
Just that he's an uber nerd.
What do you mean?
He's a Dungeons and Dragons fanatic.
Oh, dude, they should cast him as that. That'd be awesome. Okay. So here's the thing. What people don't know, and I was like, I think my mind is either off, or but go do research on Vin Diesel, okay? As a filmmaker, okay? He has a film out there. He did himself. He produced it, okay? This is before he got cast as Triple X, okay? And I remember when that came out, I was like, okay. Now he had a hard time, and it's on YouTube. You can search for it. Just search Vin Diesel, and search. Oh man, I forgot what it is. But it's a film that he did. It's actually on YouTube, and it's him at the beginning when he was a struggling actor. So he did what a lot of actors do, but I say he did it right because it looks like an 80s film, okay? Now, he did another film, I think, or maybe it was a film, and Sundance, he premiered at one of the festivals, right? And I remember him getting interviewed, okay? Now you go years later, you go, wow. But it's actually an inspiring story about how a guy, I think he'll be the next Rocky, not going to lie. Because Rocky did the same. He wrote his script for Rocky, right? Then he did how many of that? Oh, well, right. Okay, Rocky kind of broke, right? Yeah, I don't know what the search term is, but Vin Diesel, struggling actor, you'll see it. He actually, very interesting. And he's like a guy, and he goes, they don't know what to term me. So he has all kinds of accents. He's he kind of does a stand-up for Rocky to an agent, and then he goes into, he's like a struggling actor. It's short. It's not long. But he's a struggling actor that goes into different, with all, but now you go to today, and you go, dude, that was smart. So I say, do the little, while you have time, get your stuff out there. He wrote it himself, I think, and then he acted himself. He probably told the camera guy, can you put it there, But I like his choice of cinematography because it looks like a big thing. And then he went to a festival, but you're like, well, that's shameless. But it wasn't because he's the right guy. Then he got cast in Riddick. He got cast in, a bunch of stuff. He's Groot. Who knew that was the thing, right? I am Groot. Who knew that? And then he has time to do all this. He has time to and he writes them, he produces them, he pitches them, and he got another 3 because he probably gave him a really good speech. But again, I say you can hate the guy, but when you think about it, I mean, people are going to admire him a long time, especially when they see him at the early stage. Go YouTube that. You're going to have so much respect for him. You're going to say, you know what? I can do it. I can get something out there, especially if you're an actor. We have a lot of actors here in LA. But let's say you're he was in New York, by the way, right? Some would say he was in the Bronx. I'd say he was in Queens, right? But in Queens, he did a film. It was very, very simple. I don't think he put a lot of money in. Somebody needs to ask about that, because that's when he was just a guy going, hey, can you look at me? Because he got cast for a lot of stuff, and the film is about that. Because they're like, okay, we need a guy, and I don't know how he thinks he's that. What's his ethnicity, Jess? Because he's like, he was playing a Latin guy, then he's playing kind of like a, Puerto Rican guy, and then like go look at that film. It's really early. It's what a lot of actors say when they have like a mix, and Italian guy, hey, because he has muscle, he has to be that guy, when he wants to be a guy, but then he wants to be a tough guy, and he wants to be all these things. So I say, in essence, smart guy, because he, I know he has a team of like people that help him with the writing, but again, like, that's a whole, you know what I mean, Jess?
Yeah. If you're gonna ask me what his ethnicity was, I was just gonna say Vin Diesel. That's his ethnicity. I have no.
I don't even want to say. But in the film, he kind of covers that he like his. I don't know if he talks about his mother or his father, but in the film, he's very much him. And then he gives a monologue at the end. You go, okay, this guy connect. But again, you have to remember, no one knew him at the time, so he didn't do it for someone else. He did it for himself. It says written and directed by Vin Diesel. I think. And it's a story about how you do basically a demo reel for yourself, and then you show people you have the chops to do it. But he puts in probably friends and people in the biz. I don't know if he paid them, but I'd be like, dude, you were in that film. They go, yeah, I know. But, they're not working because some of them are not good actors. But it was a very, it was a short, Jess. It was a short. And it was about him. But you can't hate on the guy, because you look at his career later, it was like, if anything, hey, pay attention. I'm not just a guy who acts. I'm a guy who writes. I'm a guy who directs. I'm a guy who, can put a team together. That's why I think people respect him. I think people respect him a lot. And I respect him. I'm not going to lie. When I saw Triple X, I go, okay. But I remember seeing the interview a long time ago of him. I go, is that the same guy? I thought he was like a twin, not going to lie. Because he beefed up after, right? But go do the search. It's a very good, hey, by the way, do you get discouraged out there? Do a short with, a friend or two. Get it out there. There you go. Okay. There's another one, Robert Rodriguez. We've had him on the show. Robert Rodriguez, Guillermo del Toro, they team up. But Robert Rodriguez also has a very good YouTube. He goes, guys, they tell you this stuff. Just pick up something, do it, put it out there. I mean, don't worry about it. He goes, I go with the very cheap stuff. No one knew when Robert Rodriguez did his film that he basically had to pitch it, and he put it very cheap. On tape, and that was with some big stars. But he said, look, and now he's big, right? Everyone knows Robert Rodriguez. Now he has a TV channel. He has a bunch of stuff. He isn't doing anything, not gonna lie. I go, dude, do something, because these guys are beating you up. You know what I mean? He is the reason, his family member, people don't know this, Danny Trejo. We've had Danny on the show a lot. Danny actually 100% got big because of Robert, right? Robert was like, dude, your uncle. And that's what he is. But you go, oh, Machete, right? You mentioned Machete earlier, but we've had Danny on the show. He's old, not gonna lie. He knows it too. But who made him big? His own little guy, Robert Rodriguez. So he does anything that, So I say this: don't knock. And if you want to do film or you want to be do it, but do it cheap. There's a way to do it, and do it now, because there is no film out, Jess. I the next year and and I said, because we're doing reviews now. I don't know if you saw this. We did a review on Boogeyman. Jess?
I have no. Is that an older film, or is that something that's coming out?
Funny you say that. It's a remake, but it's scary, Jess. It's scary. You gotta see it. Okay? And people are commenting. It's getting a lot of likes. I think that film is your film. I'm not gonna lie. The guys, they said, in essence, hey, by the way, we love Jess. We kind of went at him, so we're going to do a film for him, because they like horror, is what they say. But it went kind of in a way, they don't recommend it for kids. And I think if you see it, Jess, you'll agree with them. Not for kids, okay? That's number one. But we posted it because they're helping us out with our show. And I'm all right with that because I said, yo, AI, can you make our show better? Because it's kind of boring. We've had big people on the show, but you wouldn't know it. So it's like, so they said, yeah, we could do it. I said, okay. And so they're doing reviews. So if you have a film, I guarantee they're going to go you got to be careful because they'll go at you hard, right? Oh, they did Mission Impossible, but they really like that, but there you go. Because we get sent, stuff all the time to review. But I go, no, because sometimes we meet them in person. I remember I had a friend who said, you meet them. You ever concerned about what they're going to say if they say, yeah, we saw how you reviewed our film? And I go, that's true. I get that. So we always did positive stuff. But I said, AI is all over the place. So AI, do you want to do this? And AI said, yes. And I said, okay. Well, so we let AI do it. So we have a lot of videos posted. They have questions. I was like, wow, who knew? So go check it out. But we just did a little thing with them. But they wanted to say, Jess, I know you haven't seen it, but they want to say sorry because they kind of went at you kind of hard that day. And they said, oh, we feel bad. And so we're going to do a review kind of in your name because they know you love horror. But they had time and they said, we think Jess still would like that. Go check out the trailer, Jess. Go check it out. Let us know. You can do it right now, actually. Go check out. Okay. Now again, they say not good for kids. Okay. And I would say, Ma, not good for you. But it's a good trailer, Jess. Go check it out. We'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Running out of letterhead, what do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards, now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing and Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing and Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing and Banning.
Jitters Coffee, a coffee shop that gives a double shot of quality. We offer top shelf coffee at a great price. Brewed hot or cold, you won't find a better cup of joe. Not a coffee connoisseur? Then try our Red Bull infusions to energize your day. We also have delicious pastries and sweets, baked in-house or flown in from the best bakeries in the country. Jitters Coffee. Come on in and enjoy your jitters.
Check out our newest location located in downtown Banning at the corner of Ramsey and San Gorgonio.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littlensons.com.
All aspects of divorce are up for discussion on Divorcing Your Mortgage, Fridays at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Time. Divorcing Your Mortgage with your host Mark Gertz will emphasize finances in real estate. Mark is a certified divorce lending professional and along with guest experts will cover the entire spectrum of divorce in America. What you don't know can hurt you. Find out what you need to know every Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. Help find solutions to your financial uncoupling on Divorcing Your Mortgage.
Your pharmacy and mobility solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. I don't know if Jess had a chance to go check it out. Boogeyman, we did review it. We posted it on our social The guys went kind of in a way. They have questions on horror. I'm not gonna lie. But again, did you see the trailer, Jess?
I actually did watch a trailer, and it looked really good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really scary. And this is probably one of the reasons why. Well, not this movie in general, but have you ever seen the movie Little Monsters back in the days, like in the 80s, I think?
Ooh.
It was a family movie kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was gonna say I don't remember being like. Okay, go ahead.
So that movie is the reason why I do not have any body parts hanging outside of the bed.
Got it.
Something is gonna reach out, touch my toes, grab me, and pull me under.
Got it. Okay, because the film really is that. I'm not gonna lie. People are like, dude, you never do horror. You say you don't like it. I go, I know, but it's not me. The guys are trying to make our show better, so we're posting, stuff there, and sometimes just, talk to them, but not a lot. And so they said, hey, we want to review that. I said, okay. So they review it, and they took, it's like Alexa, Siri, same thing. Those people are like, go ahead, Jess, what do you want to say?
So if you want to do a movie review, a trailer was released, I believe, yesterday.
Okay.
So if you want to go check out that one, it's called Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's? Okay, we'll check with them because they got a little, I'm not going to lie. They were like, this is not good for kids to watch, even though there's a kid in it. They got scared, okay? So, again, AI has all kinds of, so I say, be nice, pay attention to I want to say be nice. Pay attention to, act like they're, because AI is learning, but, it's analyzing. So it has a lot of thoughts. So, hey, did you see this, Jess? Talk about Petty. I don't know the story, but Lil Wayne, do you know who he is?
Yes, I know who he is. Who he is.
It says this, Lil Wayne cuts LA show short. Do you know why?
I have no idea unless the crowd was booing him, but I have no idea.
It's funny you say that. He says, due to low energy crowd, we work way too hard for this. Dude, you do that, they turn on you quick. So there you go, Jess. I told you, people are getting petty. Dude, the show, man, they pay. Who cares if they have, maybe like, maybe they had to work all day. You don't know. Your tickets are high. But yeah, they just said, forget this. Oh, so he cut it short. I think he just wanted to get, man, people are getting crazy out there. Anyway, yikes. All right, we'll see. Bye, everyone.